All right, in this lesson, I want to talk to you about networking. Specifically, we're going to cover how to network, why you want to do it, and exactly how this fits into the whole equation and how it's going to be used to land a client. So, how do we network? Well, it's not what you think it is, first off. It's not like going into a Chamber of Commerce meetup, like in-person group, and where a bunch of business owners get together and you talk to people and you hand out your business cards. It's not that kind of networking. I personally am not a big fan of that. I'm more of an introverted person. I got into this whole online business thing so that I could stay behind my computer. And maybe you're the same way. So this is going to work perfectly if you are, because this is virtual networking. And in simple terms, it might not even be what that sounds like. It's not like you're going out there and like reaching out to people and asking them how their day is. It's not like that. So in simple terms, it's, in our case, finding business owners, because that's who we help. That could be potential clients, and adding them as friends. We just want to get them on our friends list. That's the main goal of networking as it pertains to this course, is finding someone that could be a potential client, and adding them as a friend. That's really all it comes down to, and that's all that this lesson is about. So why are we adding them as friends? Well, in a future lesson, we will be putting out what I call a warmer post. And I'll be talking more about what the warmer post is, how to write it, what it looks like. But this post is designed to get people to raise their virtual hand and say yes to whatever it is you're offering. So the idea here is the more friends that we have that are targeted to who we help, in my example, business owners, the better this warmer post that we write in the future will do, right? The more people we will get saying yes to it, and the more we will have to choose from as potential clients. So here's the objective here today. You want to find and join groups. Okay, so in Facebook, there's groups that you can join. And in LinkedIn, there's groups you can join. But in this course, we're talking about Facebook. So you want to find groups in the area you want to target. And I say that because although a lot of times I target the area I live in, and you might decide to do that too, it's an easy win to target the area you live in because you're familiar with it and you have some sort of connection to it. I know a lot of people coming in here might be out of the United States, out of the country. Maybe this sort of website design service or lead gen service doesn't do particularly well in your area. That's okay. It doesn't have to be your area. In fact, you can go and find and join groups from pretty much any random city that you'd like to work in. Just go pull open a Google Maps and look on Google Maps and find some cities. The second thing you're going to do is, within these groups, you're going to identify who you help. In my case, and the example that we're doing, is business owners. So we would go through the groups, we would search through the posts in the group, and find any business owners in there that you think might be a good fit. And again, for us, it's pretty much any and all business owners. Now, how are we going to do that? Like, how will we find these business owners? Well, a lot of these Facebook community groups that are centered around a certain city or location, people go in there and they ask for recommendations. Like, maybe a homeowner is thinking about getting new granite countertops in their kitchen. Well, it's very, very common. This happens all the time in these groups. They go in there and they say, hey, we're looking to get our granite countertops replaced. Do you have any recommendations of anyone you like? And what's going to happen on these posts is you're going to get tons and tons of people commenting and tagging people that own businesses that do just that. And you can go and start adding those people, the people they tag. But you're also going to get business owners too, who say, hey, I can help you with this. Our company does this. And you can start networking with them too. So you use this as an opportunity to move on to number 3, which is add those business owners as friends. And the goal here is we want as many friends as possible. We want to find as many as possible, because the more we find, the more we will see, the more that we'll see our posts later on when we post our warmer post. And plus, not all of the requests that you send will accept, but because we optimized our profile, hopefully you did that in the last lesson that I talked about, that's going to definitely help make that conversion rate a lot higher. And that's exactly why I put focus on that first. All right, so check this out. So here I'm in Facebook. I just typed in the search box Orlando restaurants, and you can see here's like a bunch of different people in this area who are, well, here's one that's restaurant owner. So you could literally go and join that one. That one might be a little harder to get into if you're not a restaurant owner, but you can join these other things, and you're going to have people who are talking about different places to eat, and more than likely their owners are going to be hanging out in there. Now here's another example. This one is about a community. So this one is a Four Corners, Florida community, and these are all people who are a member of this community. There's like 5,000 people in this Facebook group. And you can see here, and you can do this in your community or potentially in other areas as well, but you can see here who are the best air duct and dryer cleaners in the Davenport area. And then boom, here's people who are sharing their experiences, but also people who are tagging people. So you could go and add these people now. So that would be like 2 business owners that you could potentially add and that are going to see your post when you actually post it. Now, if you're already connected with business owners, that's great. And I'm sure you probably are. I'm sure there's someone in your friends or family that you're connected with on Facebook that owns a business, but I'm just trying to give you ideas moving forward for you to actually go and implement. This is another example of a buy, sell, trade group that I was telling you about. So you can literally search for the city that you're in or a different city and then just put buy, sell, trade. And you're going to see lots and lots of posts. And usually it's going to be stuff for sale, but here's another example. I'm just doing this off the fly, right? This isn't something that I've pre-planned. I just came in and just off the fly. Here we go. Insulation. So this person probably owns an insulation company. I would go and add them as a friend. So this is what you do. You're trying to look for business owners. You're trying to network with them, add them as friends. And then when we go and post our post, which I'm going to show you how to do in a second here, you're getting it in front of the eyes of the right people.